Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I say Kah Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Berkat Wadash. Alright, the ones to our teachers, apostles. These salutations unto the Most High's elect. Peace. Be unto the Lord's election, man. You know, as we near close to the end, man, your relationship with your Yahweh Shai gotta be that much stronger, you know. Because hey, when you read the Psalms, you know, you had David, you had King David, you heard him speaking to the Lord, you know, on a personal level. You had connection with the Lord, you know. Same with Yahweh Shai, man. You know, same with Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai had a personal connection with the Father, you know. So as you near close to the end, your relationship gotta be strong with the Lord, man. You know, through His Son. So He'd be with you in that time, man. So I'm gonna start the book of Isaiah, the 41st chapter. All right, and it reads. The first verse says, "Keep silence before me, O islands, and let the people renew their strength. Let them come near, and let them speak. And let us come near together to judgment. For who raised up the righteous man from the east, and called him to his foot, and gave the nations before him, and made him rule over kings? He gave them as the dust to his sword, and as driven stubble to his bow." It says, he pursued them and passed away safely, even by the ways that he had not gone with his feet. Who have wrought and done it, calling the generation from the beginning? I, the Lord, the first, and with the last, I am He. All right. So the Lord is the one that's going to do all these things for Israel, man. For Israel's sake. He's going to destroy our enemies, man. He's the one bringing the calamities, the squeeze, the economic collapse, you know. So Scripture tell you, kiss the Son lest He be angry. In Psalms, the 2nd chapter. You know, kiss the Son lest He be angry. You know. So as you keep these high holy days and you do these fasts and you pray to the Lord, you know, the Lord knows your heart. You know, whether or not you're truly sincere, or whether or not you truly believe. See, that's the thing. You know, you could keep these high holy days, but it's really all about the inward man. The Lord's looking at the inward man, you know, because a lot of people, they do things to be seen, you know, but the Lord's looking at the inward man, that inner man and that inner relationship that you got with the Father. That's why Scripture tell you pray in the closet, you know, in Matthew the 6th chapter, you know, and tell you pray in the closet, not as the publicans do, you know, out in the forefront, so they can be seen of men, you know. But these high holy days and these different things like that, you know, it's like a real strengthening of your connection with the Lord, you know. And because the Lord is getting ready to do a lot of things on the earth, and your faith must be strong in Him, man. You know, rooted. Scripture says, Colossians 2:7, rooted and built up in the faith. So it says, Isaiah 41 and verse 6, it says, they helped everyone, his neighbor, and everyone said to his brother, be of good courage. So the carpenter encouraged the goldsmith, and he smoothed it with the hammer, him that smote the anvil, saying, it is ready for the soldering, and he fastened it with nails that it should not be moved. But thou, O Israel, art my servant, Jacob, whom I have chosen, the seed of Abraham, my friend. And that's one of the fathers of the promise, right? So that's one of the examples that we have of faith. Abraham, a faithful man, which in Genesis the 22nd chapter was told to sacrifice his son Isaac, and he did so without hesitation, to the point where the Lord stopped him and stayed his hand because of that test that he passed, you know, which is a test of faith. But Abraham walked with the power, just like Enoch. Enoch walked with the power, and he was translated, pursuing the 44th chapter and the 16th verse. It says that he walked with the Lord Yahweh Shai he was translated, man. You know, the 7 from Adam. You know, and we about to get translated, Lord willing. We remain faithful in our bond with the Lord. You know, in our servitude to the Lord. You know, because that's what we created for. That's the whole duty of man. Ecclesiastes the 12th chapter. The whole duty of the man on this sign right here. The Israelite man, that's the duty of the Israelite man, to fear the Lord, keep his commandments, man. To always be faithful to the Lord, like his woman will be faithful, or should be faithful, you know. That's why the Lord did what he did to the women on the sign, because of what, you know, but that's a lesson for another day. But back in the 9th verse, it says, Isaiah 41:9. It says, thou art whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof. So so-called white man is the chief man of the earth right now. Okay, these other nations where we're scattered at, you know, that's where Esau's ruling for the most part, you know. The Lord's gonna gather the 4 winds, you know, his elect from the 4 winds, pursuant to Matthew the 24th chapter. Well, you know, he's gonna gather us from mainly these Edomite captivities. Of course, you know, we're scattered all over the place, you know. But the main one here in Babylon, you know. So he's gonna gather us from the ends of the earth. This will represent the ends of the earth over here. Okay, the Lord told us Matthew the 28th chapter, right about the 20th verse. He said that he'll get us from the ends of the earth. I'll be with you to the end of the earth. That's talking about here, man. All right, I'll be with you on the other side of the planet, man, where no man, you know, no man sojourn here, man. This is Arsharif. This is a strange land where, you know, with pilgrims, man. You know, as it's gonna say here in the 41st chapter of Isaiah, it's gonna say that we're worms, you know. So it says, thou art whom I have taken from the ends of the earth, and called thee from the chief men thereof, and said unto thee, thou art my servant, whom I have chosen, and I have not cast thee away. Fear thou not, for I am with thee, and be not dismayed, for I am thy power. It says, I will strengthen thee, and I will help them. I will help thee. Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Behold, all that were incensed against thee, aka all that burnt against thee, all that was incense, you know, you burnt the incense, aka all those that burnt, their fire kindled against you, right? All those that was incensed against thee, the Lord's gonna be against them. The Lord's gonna burn them up. They had that fiery, passionate hatred towards you, man. Okay? Behold, all that was incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. So-called white man is being confounded by the Most High as we speak, man. You know, he's being confounded. The Most High is taking, the scripture say there's no more wisdom in teeming. You know, it's Jeremiah, I believe that's the 49th chapter, and the 20th verse. They say there's no more wisdom in teeming. So the wisdom of these damn devils, starting with the top banking families, is being stripped from them. All right, that's why all their infrastructure projects are failing. You know, the scriptures tell you about the wisdom of the prudent, which is failing them. You know, these other these sin niggas and all these people, their whole future plans. The Lord said, why did the heathen rage? Psalm 2nd chapter, and they imagine vain thing. All these, everything they're doing, the Lord's throwing it down. You know, he's frustrating their building, because these devils, they frustrate our building, man. All these nations, man. I can tell you that they frustrate our purpose. They were set up as taskmasters to frustrate our purpose. That's what the Egyptians did to us, man. You know, they set up taskmasters, and Moses ended up killing one of them, man. That damn Hamite, you know. And you know, he had to flee for, but there's gonna come a time where we ain't gonna have to flee. All right, like Sam Cooke said, change gonna come. There's gonna come a time where we ain't gonna have to flee, man. You know, I'm gonna tell you in Psalms 91. All right, he that fled from the noise of the archer. You know, matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Shall be preserved from the noise and pestilence. All right, the Lord's gonna keep him in the shadow of his pavilion. Psalms chapter 91 and verse 1, it says, he that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. In him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and the noisome pestilence. And he shall cover thee with feathers, with his feathers, and under his wings shalt thou trust, and his truth shall be thy shield and thy buckler. And thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that fly by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. All right? And that destruction is wasting pretty soon. The clock gonna hit the doomsday clock. They at least got one, you know, which they show you, and that clock striking doomsday pretty soon, you know. It says 10,000 shall fall at that side, and 1,000 shall fall at that side, and 10,000 at that right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee, right? So 10,000, Lord said you're gonna see many bodies around you, you know, people dying, this and that, and the plague's not gonna come nigh your dwelling, you know, because he said, I will help you, I'll be with you to the ends of the earth, right? Isaiah 41 verse 10, it says, I will strengthen thee, for I am the Most High, Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai. I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. My son, my only begotten son, in whom I am well pleased. That's who's going to strengthen us with the right hand, you know, on the right hand side. Because 2/3 of the people on this side belong to the left hand side, man. They belong to the spiritual demon Saith. Not all Israel of Israel. It's in Romans the 11th chapter. So it says, 11th verse, behold, all that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed, confounded. They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish. They that fight against thee shall perish. Thou shalt seek them and shall not find them. Even them that contend with thee, they that war against thee shall be as nothing, as a thing of naught. Just like your bullies, man. Back in the day, you was a youngster, man. They, you know, they might be like 3, 4, 5 years older than you. They might have like 50, 60 pounds on you. And they think they can fuck with you, but see, the Most High end up doing them dirty, because the Lord said all the bullies gotta go, all the demons, man, all the evil spirits, man. Because the Lord's he said he had respect unto his chosen, you know. So all that made war against thee shall be as nothing, as a thing of naught, you know. The Lord put all your adversaries to rest, man. Put them out to pasture, man. 13th verse. For I, the Lord Yahweh, B'Shem Yahshai, thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, for I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. All right? The Holy One of Israel. It says, behold, I will make thee a new sharp instrument, a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. And thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and thou shalt make the hills as chaff. That's right. So-called white man, his government is gonna be like the dust. He's already in confusion, but it's gonna disintegrate like a damn, you know, like fairy dust and shit. You know, Esau's kingdom is gonna be like a thing of yesteryear. You know, just like a bad example of a bad dream. Scripture says it's gonna flee away as a thief in the night. You know, the Lord's gonna come as a thief in the night, and this devil gonna flee like a shadow. You know, like where it says in Job the 20th chapter, you know, he shall be there as if he wasn't, as if he never was. Okay, behold, I'll make thee a new sharp instrument having teeth. That means power. Okay, a lion, his power is in his teeth. Lord said he's gonna be like the new lion or young lion. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and thou shalt make the hills as chaff. And thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away. All right. The Lord said he's going to send for fanners against Babylon. All right. And the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord, and shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel. All right. The scripture tells you in Psalms 78 chapter, okay, not to limit the Holy One of Israel. All right. The Lord is far out. His power is far out. And he's going to do far out things on our behalf, man. While these people, you know, die in their unfaithfulness. Pursuing up 2 Ezra the 15th chapter in the 4th verse. All the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. You know? So it says, 17th verse. When the poor and needy seek water, there is none. Their tongue fail for thirst. For I, the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahshai, will hear them. I, the God of Israel, will not forsake them. So while everybody turn a deaf ear to us, you know, and hear, you know, the cries of the afflicted are not heard, Scripture say that on the side of the oppressor there was power, but on our side was none. You know, in Ecclesiastes, I believe that's the 4th chapter. So while these people, you know, they turn a deaf ear to you, you know, you marginalize your problems and all this shit. Fuck you. You know, you're the last hired, first fired. Nobody cares about you. No, you're the city not desired. Scripture say what? This is the city that's not desired. You know. So while you have that position on this side, the Lord is the one that's going to hear you. The Lord is the one that's going. That's why He said, "Cast your burdens upon me." You know, for I wounded and I will heal. I wound and I heal. You know, that's what he said. He said, I wound and I heal. It says, 18 verse. Isaiah 41:18, I will open rivers in the places and fountains in the midst of the valley. And I will make the wilderness a pool of water and the dry land springs of water. And I will plant, that's pursuing the Ezekiel the 37th chapter. He said that we was going to receive, he's going to pour out, you know, his spirit and pour out water and sinews upon us, man. Because your body, the reason why you have 70% water and all that, your cells need to continually be hydrated. That's why you always need to have electrolytes and water in you. You know, if you be dehydrated, you'll die. You know. Okay. Likewise, our people, they don't have no. They're not moisturized. They don't have no skin on their bones. They're the dry bones. The valley of the shadow of death. They're like the dry bones. You know, because of the lack of this truth. You know, or the lack of these waters. You know, they haven't drinking of these waters. It says in Isaiah the 55th chapter. It says, "Ho, all ye that thirst, come and drink without price. You know, buy without price. You know, get this. The word of the Lord is not being held back to you through a financial barrier. You know, like the college education would be. In this place, they hold back the knowledge from you if you can't pay. You know, a certain amount of money, you can't access. You know, the higher levels of society. You know, you can't unless you sell out, become some mo. You know, you ain't gonna be able to access, you know, the higher realms of Esau's world unless you got that paper diploma, and then you need to have that them shekels to even get that. You know, and you need to know somebody. Right? You need to be part of one of these secret organizations and shit. But anyways, it says, I will plant them in the wilderness, the cedar, the shittim tree, and the myrtle tree, and the oil tree, and I will set in the desert the fir tree, the pine, and the box tree together, that they may see and know and may consider and understand together that the hand of the Lord have done this, and the Holy One of Israel have created it. Produce your cause, saith the Lord, and bring forth your strong reasonings, saith the King of Jacob. Now, the Lord told you, produce your cause, man, and bring forth your strong reasoning. For what? For what? Why the Lord should save you, man. You know, why should the Lord be with you, man? Okay, that's why you constantly prove yourself, man. It's gonna say, prove all things, that includes you. You gotta prove yourself, man, to the Lord. Like that Taylor Dane song, man. Taylor Dane was she was a bad singer back in the day. She gotta be some type of Jacob. She had that one song called "Prove Your Love," man. You know, that's a bad song, man. Hey, you're supposed to prove your love to the Most High, man. You know, you gotta prove yourself, man. Okay, Yahweh Shai had to prove himself. You know, he had to come down here. He had to face them tests, you know, and he prayed to the Father. He said, the cup, he said, he's going to pass on to me. Can this cup pass from me? And the Lord, you know, he didn't give him the answer that he wanted. The cup you ain't going to escape this cup right here, you know. You're going to have to get through it, okay? Because you can do it, like Ben Stiller said, man. You know, that one, I think it was Lil Nicky. He said, you can do it, man. You know, you can do it. Because the Lord, he didn't give us too much that we can't handle. Because you don't even know what you're capable of until the Lord activates you, man. You know, because you sell yourself short. Jake, they limit, again, Psalm 78, they always limited themselves and the Holy One of Israel, man. They don't even know half of their potential, you know, until they find out about the truth, man. You know, because we're meant for much more than this that you see here before you, man. On the planet Earth, you're in this carnal human state and shit. That's a low state, man. The Most High, he got much greater things in store for us. Scriptures say that the Lord, he went to prepare a place for us, man. It's the Father's good pleasure to give us the kingdom, man. So, you know, there's many great things in store for our people, you know, that believe. You know? Again, 2 Corinthians 15:4, all the unfaithful die in their unfaithfulness. For their lack of belief, man, for their lack of trust, man, you know, in the Lord. Now, the elect of the Father, they're presenting their strong reasonings. They're producing their cause, man. they say, produce your cause. You know, bring forth your strong reason. When King David, we read them Psalms, like David was presenting his case before the Lord. Look what I did. You know, look, ain't nobody else doing this. You know, he was talking like that to the Lord. Like he was speaking. You know, he was praying to the Lord, and you could tell they had that relationship because the way that them Psalms are written, man. You know, it was like a father-son type supplication, you know, a lot of the times, you know, and the Lord will, you know, have him write down prophecies and things of that nature, and all kind of things. But even Yahushua was when he was speaking to the Lord, he would speak to him like my father, you know, like he would speak to your father, you know, and the Lord will hear you, you know, because he knows them who is his, and he understands, he know your heart, like he said before, you know. So that's why he told you to pray without ceasing, because he wants you to come back to him like that, you know. Because scripture say, acquaint thyself now with him, you know. Real quick, let's get that too. Acquaint thyself. Job 22, yep. Job 22 and verse 19, it says, the righteous shall see it and are glad, and the innocent shall laugh them to scorn. Whereas our substance is not cut down, but the remnant of them the fire consumes. Yeah, the remnant of these people, the fire is going to consume, man. Acquaint now thyself with him and be at peace, thereby good shall come unto thee. Yeah. Acquaint yourself with him and be at peace, and thereby good shall come unto thee. So you're supposed to acquaint yourself with the Lord. You know, you're supposed to have a relationship with him, you know. That's why he said present your strong reasons, present your case, you know, because the Lord is the judge. So in Yahushua is the lawyer, you know, if you will, and or the high priest, the intercessor, right? As it says in Hebrews 12th chapter, the mediator of a new covenant, and he's presenting your case before the Father, you know. He's presenting the case, man. And the angels are recording everything, as the brother would say. You know, the angels are watching everything. It's going to say the angels, or the eyes of the Lord, 10,000 times brighter than the sun. That's the angels, beholding both good and evil. That's why he got, you know, all the ships are out there, man. And plus, the Lord's omnipotent power. He knows exactly what's going on every moment. But that's the whole thing, man. You know, you got to present your strong reasoning, your strong case, man. You know, before the Lord. You know, present your strong case, man. You know, so Isaiah 41 and verse 21, produce your cause, saith the Lord, bring your strong reasonings, save the King of Jacob. Let them bring forth and show us what shall happen. Let them show the former things what they be, that we may consider them, and know the latter end of them, or declare us things that's for to come. It says, show the things that are come hereafter, to come hereafter, that we may know that ye are gods. Yeah, do good and do evil, that we may be dismayed and behold it together. Behold, ye are of nothing, and are in your work of naught, and an abomination is he that chooseth you. For I have raised one up from the north, and he shall come from the rising of the sun, and he shall call upon my name. All right, and the elect are called upon the Lord's name. You know, the Lord told you to call upon his name, man, not to call on no Jesus Christ. You know. But these little scoffing little demons will, and that time that's what they're gonna be calling on, you know. These little scoffers, you know, you little Jesus lovers, you know. And the Lord's not gonna hear you, because that's not a strong reason, that's not a strong case, you know. You're not showing forth your faith, you know. You're not showing forth a pure sacrifice, you know, because the scriptures speak about a pure sacrifice, man. All right. Because he said the noise of your fat beasts I will not hear. In Amos 5th chapter, your vials and all your abominations, I'm not going to listen to that. I'm not going to listen to this nasty ass sacrifice that my people is throwing up to me. You know, for the most part, my people, the scripture say, the whole house of Israel has become unto me as dross. In Ezekiel 22, it's become unto me as dross, man. Therefore I'll leave you in the midst thereof, and I'll melt you. It says 26th verse, Isaiah 41 and 26. It says, who have declared from the beginning that we may know, and before time that we may say he is righteous. Yeah, there is none that showeth, yeah, there is none that declareth, yeah, there is none that heareth your words. The first shall say to Zion, behold, and behold, I will give to Jerusalem one that bringeth good tidings. For I beheld, and there was no man, even amongst them there was no counselor, that when I asked of them could answer me a word. Behold, they are all vanity, and their works are nothing. Their molten images are wind and confusion. All right. So without the Most High Yahweh Shai, we're nothing. We're vanity, you know. And you know, the election are bringing forth their strong reasons, man. All right. They're showing forth a strong case. They're presenting a strong case for salvation, you know. A strong case, man. That's why the scriptures say, work your work be times, and in due time you shall receive your reward. All right. Because it's in Sirach 51. It says, the 30th verse says, work your work be times, and in his time he will give you your reward. So that's presenting your body as a living sacrifice. That's presenting your strong cause. That's presenting your strong reasoning before the Lord, man. You know, that's showing your due diligence, man. Give all diligence to make your car election sure. You know, one of the worst things you can experience is like regret. You know, regret. Like when you regret, you know, oh, I should have did this. I should have did that better. I should have, you know, I could have did that. I could have, you know, that's some scary shit. You know, you look back at your career. You look back at your career and your ass half-assed, like Eden Hazard or something, man. You know, could have been much more. You know, like Ronaldinho or Neymar, one of these guys. You know, they could have been much more than what the hell they were. You know, or like Lynn Bias. You know, these type of dude ended up dying before he even made the league. They said he was better than Mike. They said he was better than Mike, man. But it was like, but he made some fucked up decisions, man. You know, and our people make fucked up decisions because of a lack of understanding, man. You know, so when their case comes before the Lord that judges, you know, he's like, man, this is not worthy for repentance right here, man. This is not fruit meat for repentance right here, man. This is wanting. You see, our people are found wanting, man. Our people are being found wanting. Let's get there too. Right now, our people are being. They're being weighed in the balance, and they're being found wanting, you know, because their case is very weak. You know, like when Esau, he looks at a refugee for asylum, or you know, one of these people, he look at his case for asylum status or for green card status, and they look at you like, oh, you just got here into the country, or you've been here for many years, you're married, you this and that. That strengthens your case, man. You know, they'll say even. You know, even these courts, they'll look at your case and they'll say, well, this guy, he contributes to the community. He's never been in prison. He's never committed any crimes like that. You know, he's been a model citizen. You know, he's done good works. You know, and they'll more than likely they'll approve you. You know, but if your ass is some felonies and shit, you know, your chances are very low. You got all kind of you ain't working. You know, you ain't married. You whatever. You know. Just showing that as an example, but your case be very goddamn weak, you know. You ain't got no case, man. You know. So yeah, our people are being found wanting, man. You know. They're being weighed in the balance. Most High, he's weighing everything in the balance. That's why he said what? Charity covers a multitude of sins, because charity covers a lot of your sins. That covers up a lot of your things, a lot of transgressions. You know, because everything is a balance. You know, the Lord is looking at your good and your bad. You know, and most of our people, their wickedness outweighs, you know, the little good that they do. You know, because they do have good up in them. Some, you know, a little bit left, but it's fleeting. It's like a damn flickering light that's turning off and on and shit. Because Scripture say, through thy precept I get understanding. Your law is a lamp to my feet. So these people, they ain't got the law in them. They don't keep the law, you know. So they do certain things that's according to the law, you know, some of them, but their heart is far from the Lord, you know. So that light is flickering off and on and shit. The Scripture tell you, let your lights burn, you know. Matter of fact, let's get that. let your lights burn and be as men that wait for their Lord. Let your lights burn. Yeah, Luke 12 in verse 34, it says, "For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. And let your loins be girded about, and your lights burning." All right. And yourselves like unto men that wait for their Lord. A man that's waiting on their Lord, that's a strong case of salvation, man. That's hey, the Lord looking at that like, hey, that's a patient man right there. That's like you in prison, right? You in prison. Right now we're in prison. We're in jail. And you want your girl to be waiting on you when you get out, right? You know, that's a pipe dream. But here it is. If you what's going on, Moab? What's going on, man? Hey, you want your girl to be waiting on you, man. When you leave them out of there, you know, that's a faithful woman. That's a strong case right there. You know, that's a strong case. That's a man that's waiting on his power, on his Lord. You know, the Lord is looking at that as a strong case onto you, man. So it says, Luke 12 and 36, ye yourselves like unto men that wait for the Lord, for their Lord. When he will return from the wedding, that when he cometh and knocketh, they may open immediately unto him. And blessed are those servants whom the Lord, when he cometh, shall find watching. Verily I say unto you, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. So that's a great honor. The Lord come and serve you, man. That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna prepare. That's why he said he's preparing the table. You know, but hey, the majority of our people, that table will become a snare unto them, man, to the point where they don't believe, and it's going to be made. That's what David said. Let their table become a snare unto them. You know, because here it is, the Lord serving you with this banquet. You know, and he said he's going to give you a reward for the well ordering of your feast, man. In Saith 32, he said, sit down as one of the rest, man. And when the Lord comes, the master of the feast comes, you shall receive a crown for the well ordering of the feast. Okay, so Luke 12 and 37, that he shall gird himself and make them to sit down to meat, and will come forth and serve them. And if he shall come in the second or the third watch and find those servants doing so, blessed are those servants. Okay, Saith 32 and verse 1, it says, if thou be made the master of the feast, lift not thyself up, but be among them as one of the rest, and take diligent care of them, and so sit down. And when thou hast done thy office, all thy office, take thy place, that thou mayest be merry with them, and receive a crown for the well ordering of the feast. Okay, so, hey, I was going to do this lesson about mastering your craft. It's all spiritual, though, but I didn't even get around to it. But because this particular scripture right here remind me of this, you know. Oh, also striving for the masteries, but the Lord is making us masters of our craft, you know, because the scripture tell you, well, all that getting understanding, you're supposed to become a master at this thing, man. You're supposed to become, the scripture tell you, a new sharp instrument having teeth. The Lord told you to be perfect as my Father in heaven is perfect. So that comes with mastering your craft in this thing of ours. You become an expert with the sword. All right, that's what the Lord is. That's what he's making you, a new sharp instrument having teeth. The elect, we're talking about 12,000 at each tribe. These are the greatest spirits ever created, man. So they become masters of their craft. Now, when the Lord told you, if you be made a master of the feast, lift not up yourself. The scripture tell you that the greater thou, the more humble thyself, right? But sit down as among them as the rest. Pursuant to Matthew 23, it says, "Be not called many fathers, but be called brethren." You know, be the greater thou art, the more humble thyself, right? He that is greatest among you shall be as thy servant. That's what it says in the 23rd chapter. He that is greatest amongst you shall be as thy servant. Okay, because the Lord himself, he said in Luke 12th chapter, he will come and serve us. You know, we just read it. So it says, lift not up thyself, but be amongst them as one of the rest, and take diligent care of them, and so sit down. And when thou hast done all thy office, take thy place, and be that thou mayest be merry with them, and receive a crown for the well ordering of thy feast. So the Lord said, come, you know, take your place at my right hand, my son, you know, because you presented a strong case to me, man, you know, or my daughter, you know, because the Lord is going to save, you know, these women. And what is her case? How does she present her case before the Lord? She better make sure she's keeping them legs closed for these damn niggas in the world. she better take She better take heed, man, to the understanding, man. She better cleave to the Israelite men, you know, the Israelite men, and particularly those that's doing this work, particularly those that, you know what I'm saying, because the scripture tell you, Isaiah 4:1, 7 women shall take hold of one man, you know, because our people have a revolting heart, a rebellious spirit within them, you know, a seed of evildoers. So that's why they rebel against their true leaders and their true those that come against them. The scriptures tell you, O Jerusalem, them which stone us and kills the prophets that are sent unto them. So, with that being said, here it is, you know, the Lord, you know, he's looking at everybody's cases, these women's cases. He's looking at their cases. He's looking at their files. He's looking at the men. He's looking at you. He's looking at you with a more fine-tooth comb, because with great power comes great responsibility. Her case is very simple, you know. She better make sure she's in order, man. She's, you know, and she ain't out there holding, and, you know, and she's under subjection, man. That's how she presents her case. Because scripture says she should be saved by childbearing, all right, not saved by preaching. Scripture says by the foolishness of preaching. That's us. We're the ones that's up there looking like fools. Right now, you got all these people looking at me like I'm some type of fool. You know, they're going around. You know, a couple of them might be like, hey, you know, they might say what's up or whatever, but they're still looking at you like you're some crazy fool. You know. So part of our case. Part of our case would be doing this work, man. Being out here on the streets. That's where the most of the work is done, you know. That's where the wisdom is found, and the chief place of concourse, man. So that's part of our reasonable service, but also what's also done in the dark, you know, which the Lord said will come to light. These are things that also weigh within our salvation. It's on our resume or CV, as they call it, you know. It's on our strong reasons why we should or should not be delivered, you know. Because the Lord is looking at all that, man, you know. But at the end of the day, you know, of course it's already predestined, but as it's predestined, it's playing out, you know. So those things are transpiring, those things are happening, you know, in our lifetime, you know. The elect are being sealed, you know, because of their strong reasons that they're presenting. The Lord said, man, all right, I'm gonna write my name on their foreheads, man. You know, so when the angel come, boom, the mark of exemption on you, man. So there's no plague none come now your dwelling, pursuing the Psalms, the 91st chapter we read earlier. 10,000 shall fall at thy right hand, 1,000 at thy side, but it shall not come now your dwelling. You know? That's pursuant to the elected of these people that have a very strong case for salvation. Esau's case for salvation is null and void, because it says in Hebrews 12:16, you know, that there's no repentance unto him, though he sought it carefully with tears. No place of repentance was found for this devil, you know. Even though he sought it carefully with tears, you know, there's nothing for this devil. Just like these other nations have nothing. The Lord has nothing for them. They already gave them their blessings. We are yet to receive. The people on this side are yet to receive their blessings. Okay. The Lord said He daily loadeth us with benefits, but yet our blessing is still to come. All right. Let's get there too. It says He daily loadeth us with benefits. All right. Psalm 68:19, it says, blessed be the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, who have daily loaded us with benefits, even the God of our salvation. And He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto the Lord our power belongs the issues from death. But the Most High shall wound the head of His enemies, and the hairy scalp of such as one that goeth on still in his trespass. Esau, man, and our people, they're going on still in their trespassing every day. The Lord said He's angry with the wicked every day, man. You know, so that's why He's taking his anger out on this place, man. Okay, starting with the economic collapse of this place, the moral fiber and structure of this place is totally gone. You know, that's where He's starting. He's systematically taking Babylon down through the morals of this place, man. Everything's going down. You see the kids, schools. You got school shooters every fucking where. the morality of the place gone, man. The people are totally, against each other. Man. This place is breaking down the very foundation, just like Rome, the same way. They was devaluing their currency, the denarius. They were doing all this different shit to the point where Nero and all them end up burning Rome and doing all this shit, because of the Jews, because of the Israelites. But hey, again, Isaiah the 19th chapter, the Lord mingled a perverse spirit in Egypt, just like he mingled a perverse spirit in the old Egypt and in Rome and all these other kingdoms that he brought them down. But before he brought them down, he started to crumble them amongst themselves, because he would set the kings against each other, like the emperors. That's why you had the war of the four emperors, right? Back in Rome, the year of the four emperors or whatever. To have four emperors in 1 year, that means that they were killing each other, and I forget their names or whatever. Not important, anyways. But that's what the Lord did. He systematically took down the Babylonians. And when you read Daniel the 5th chapter, it says that they were found wanting. Mene, tekele, however he said. That's what he said. The writings on the wall. Well, that's the Lord breaking them down to the point where they all fell asleep after that. And they got defeated by the Medes and the Persians. And then he took down the Medes and the Persians the same way. The script tells you if Satan cast out Satan, his kingdom cannot stand. It's divided. So the Lord always broke down the kingdom systematically from within. Because, hey, the kingdom of heaven is within us. Hey, that's how you know that everything's, it moves, in accordance, Because the Lord, he's establishing the kingdom within us. Just like he's taking the kingdom of Esau he's taking Esau's heart from him. Just like he hardened Pharaoh's heart. He hardened Pharaoh's heart and then he took his heart from him, That's how cold the Most High is, man. Okay? It says that the heart is in the hand of the king, right? The heart of the king is in the hand of the Most High. Get that too. Proverbs. It says Proverbs the 21st chapter in the first verse. It says the king's heart is in the hand of the Most High Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. For every way of man is right in his own eyes, but the Most High he pondereth the hearts. Yeah, so the Most High is pondering the hearts of his elect, and he's looking at and he's pondering, meaning he's weighing. To ponder means to weigh. In your mind, you're weighing things up. The Lord's weighing the spirits, and he's seeing who got a strong case, man. Who's the worthy? That's why I say with great labor I made it perfect. I've sought it out. I sought out the matter. The Lord weighs the spirits, man. How can you weigh a spirit? Hey, Esau being the devil that he is. I remember seeing like an old report. It was I guess he had dead bodies. I don't know. I think it was like National Geographic or some shit. And he had some old dead bodies. And that he would wait like at the morgue. He would see if like the person dies. Is there any difference between like does the spirit have a weight to it? Showing you the devil. He's a carnal devil, Everything he does has to be by metrics and, exact, minute detail and shit. The Most High, he don't deal like that. The Most High is spiritual, Just like when he gives you numbers, it's not always exact, The Lord is spiritual, man. Just like Jake, they might give you some number that's not even exact, man. It'll be like, roundabout, Hey, but one number that is exact is that 144,000. That's an exact number, man. That the Lord got hand selected, man. That's an exact number. But the Lord didn't give you an exact number for Israel. He never told you how many Israelites there are out there. Matter of fact, David got in trouble for numbering Israel. He got put on punishment, man. But yet the Lord still, had mercy on him. Even though he went off, killed somebody's woman, killed Uriah's, the Hittite to take his woman. Right? Even though he did this kind of things, number in Israel, the Lord still had mercy on him because of that relationship that the Lord had. Because King David's case was strong. His case was very strong. He was a man after the Most High's heart. That's why it says in Romans 8 and the 33rd verse on down, it says, who shall lay a charge to the Most High's elect? It's the Most High that justifies, man. Because the Most High said that in Revelation 14 chapter, that the elect are found without fault and blameless. No guile found in their mouth, aka King David. You know, a man with no guile in his mouth. A man after the Most High's heart. So that's why, you know, the Lord weighed him in the balance and seen that, hey, this is one mind right here. You know, and the world can't say nothing about it. The world got no say so. The world can't. They can't put their input. Oh Lord, I think that this man right here, he's a nigga. David is a nigga. You know, nah, you ain't got no say so right there. That's the Most High say so. You know, that's why he said that. That's why he put scriptures like that in Romans the 8th chapter, because the people would have had found fault with King David. You know, the people found fault with King David, man. They found fault with Yahweh Shai. But the Lord, he didn't find fault with them. You see, because the Most High is the one that does the justification. You know, he's the one that does the choosing and the one that does the justification ultimately, man. You know, so that's why, you know, you must continue no matter what happens. You know, because a lot of things are tests, a lot of things are stumbling blocks, and a lot of things, you know, the Lord puts them in your path to see, hey, whether or not is this person's case going to be strengthened or is he going to fall? And he already knows. You know, that's why he puts it there. You know, but it's for you to find out. You know, it's for you to figure it out. It's for you to pass the test. You know, because the Most High, he sets up tests for his people. The Most High sets his test, you know, for his chosen, for his elect, and the elect will not fail. You know, they will not fail. They are built for that test. They're built to pass that test, you know, which is ultimately, it's not an easy test, you know, because being in this truth is not easy. You know? Being in this truth, you're gonna suffer loss. You're gonna suffer the curses. You know, that's gonna be really intense. The curses intensify when you're in this truth. All right, you catch a whole lot of hell. You catch a lot of reproach, but that's part of, you know, you presenting your strong case to the Heavenly Father, man, because ultimately, you know, this whole life that we live here is a whole big test, man, to prove ourselves back in the good grace of the Lord. Matter of fact, Hebrews the 4th chapter, because it says, "Let us come before the throne of the Most High with boldness, you know, that we may obtain mercy in the day of salvation." Oh, in the day of judgment, I should say. Hebrews 4. And Hebrews 4 and verse 14. It says, "Seeing then that we have a great high priest that is passed onto the heavens, Yahweh Shai, the Son of the Most High, let us hold fast our profession. For we have not a high priest which cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. Let us therefore come boldly onto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need." So we gotta come, hey, boldly, you know, before the Lord. That means that, hey, you know, you go to your Father, you talk to him like, you know, like you mean it, man. You know, that you have a strong relationship with your Father, man. You know, with your Father which is in heaven through His Son. You know, you come to him boldly, you ask him, man. You know, Scripture tell you, ask and you shall receive. You know, you receive not because you don't ask. You know, ask and you shall receive. That too. You gotta ask, bro. You gotta ask, man. A closed mouth. That's what they say in the world. A closed mouth don't get fed, man. You gotta speak, man. The Scripture say, if a man speak, let him speak at the oracles of the Most High, man. You gotta call on the Lord, man. And you're distressed. Matthew 7 and verse 7. "Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened unto you." It says, "For everyone that asketh receiveth, and he that seeketh findeth, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened." Yeah. For everyone that asketh shall receive, and he that seeketh shall find, and to him that knocketh it shall be opened. For what man is there of you of whom, if his son ask bread, will he give him a stone? Yeah. The Lord, basically, man, the Lord's not a cruel-hearted power, man. Like you know, what kind of man gonna get, you know, gonna mistreat his son like that, man? The Most High ain't gonna do that to you. The Most High is a loving Father, man. It says of great compassion. You know, it says if he ask a fish, will he give him a serpent? 11th verse. If ye then being evil know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give good gifts to them that ask him? He said, look, man, you evil, bro. Jake, even you, look, he said, you're evil. You are evil people, man. And you still take care of your children. How much more my Father which is in heaven? What you think he gonna do for him that wait on him, that ask good things, who give good things to him that ask him? It says, therefore all things whatsoever ye would that men should do to you, do ye even so to them, for this is the law and the prophets. Yeah. Okay, so being in truth, you apply these things. Now, being in his truth, also you enter into that straight gate. 13th verse. For enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the way that lead to destruction, and many be that go in thereat. Because straight is the gate and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and few there be that find it. So few is gonna find that way. Few is gonna present a strong case. When you enter into that straight gate, and you're presenting that strong case before the Lord, man. You know, and he's seeing that. You know, that's why he said that the souls of the righteous, you know, are in his hands. You know? And he knows exactly them who are his. Now it says, Psalms the 31st chapter and the first verse. It says, in thee, O Lord, do I put my trust. Let me never be ashamed, and deliver me in thy righteousness. Bow down thy ear to me and deliver me speedily. All right, David is talking to him. You know, he's presenting a strong case. He's asking him, look, deliver me speedily. You know? Be thou my strong rock, for a house of defense to save me. Look how he's talking to the Most High, man. You know, for thou art my rock and my fortress. Therefore, thy name's sake shall lead me and guide me. Pull me out of the net. You know, pull me out of this. Pull me out of the net, man. That we're caught in. A net is a trap. You get your foot stuck in there. You know, we're in the net, man. Pull me out the net that they have laid privily for me. For thou art my strength. Who laid a net privily for me? You got our own people. The scriptures say they lay in wait. They catch men. Jeremiah the 5th chapter, 26th verse on down. It says they lay in wait. They catch men. Esau, he's setting all kind of snares and traps for you. You know. You're in the battlements of the city. You're walking through all these snares and traps and all kind of bullshit. You know, you're dealing with ailments and, you know, Esau, your food is a snare and a trap. That's Ezekiel 4:13, man. It says what? Your bread defiled amongst the Gentiles. Your very food that you put in your mouth is a snare and a trap. It's making you sick as shit every day. You know, that stuff is making you. That stuff is poisoning you. You know. So everything is a snare and a trap, you know. For the most part, these modern day quote unquote women, you know, a lot of them are snares and traps, you know, that are set up to, you know, distract you from your purpose a lot of times, you know. But a godly woman is given to a godly man, so that doesn't, you know, apply to everyone. But that's how it is, you know. You see these guys are scoffers, man. You know, I look like they were Edomites, but you know, whatever they were. Either way it goes, you know, those are part of the stumbling blocks too. You know, those are part of the snares and traps too. You know what these people say and what they don't say. You know, your very own mind, you know, play tricks on you. You know, that's why it says examine yourself. You know, whether you be in the faith, 2 Corinthians 13:5, and prove thyself, except thou be a reprobate. You know, but I trust. It says, but I trust that you are not reprobates. You know, now it says Psalms 31 and verse 4, pull me out the net that they have laid privily for me, for thou art my strength. Into thy hand I commit my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, O Lord, O of truth, O power of truth. I hated them that regard lying vanities, but I trust in the Lord. Yeah, Lord, King David said, he hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them all my enemies. That's why you see, you know, sometimes, you know, we talking, you know, getting on Jake very heavily. You know, you talk to them the way that you do. You talk, you know, we say that we hate them and shit like that. Yeah, because that's a righteous hatred, man. To hate abomination vehemently. Sirach 17. What about the 26th verse? It says, hate thou abomination vehemently, man. Flee from sin as the face of a serpent. You know, and these people are abominable, you know, for the most part. So we end up hating them, you know. But it's not really a personal thing with them. It's just, you know, their spirit that they got on them, demons that they have on them. You know, because when we're in the kingdom, we gonna end up loving them. If we didn't love our people, we wouldn't be out here teaching them. You know, day in, day out, week in, week out, throughout the years. You know, start with our elders and them. You know, Abba Bivens and all them. That all of us have been out here for years, man. You know, Scripture say you entered into other men's labors. So here it is. You're all part of that body that has the body of our Lord, man. That has been laboring. And if we didn't love our people, even though the people say we hate them and all this shit, you know, we do hate you because you're fucking wicked, but we also love you. We have a love-hate relationship, you know, just like the love-hate relationship that the Most High has with Jake. You know, we have a love-hate relationship with our people and our women, you know, because, you know, we do love them, you know, but they don't fucking love you a lot of the times because they don't know how to love. Like Tyree said, show me how to love. You know what I mean? They don't, but hey, that's all part of the curse. That's all part of overcoming. That's why I said in Revelation 3:12, he that overcoming, I'll make a pillar in the temple of my God, man. You know? So a man that's overcoming is a man that has a strong reason to be saved. The Lord is looking at those worthy for redemption. Bring forth fruit meet for repentance, right? Matthew 10. Bring forth fruit meet for repentance. Hey, well, those are men that have a strong case of salvation. Strong case, man. Because of that spirit, because of what they're doing. Scripture say a man shall be judged according to his actions, right? Whatever his work shall be, that's an action. A work is your work is an action. Because the Lord spoke about lip service, man. You know, a man can say a lot of things. He can say this and that, but at the end of the day, his work gonna show forth. Scripture say you should know a tree by his fruit. This tree right here, you're gonna know it by its fruit right there. You know, you're gonna know that tree right there by the fruit, man. Hey, shalom, bro. Yeah, but since I broke it down, I'm out here in Austin, bro. Like Commonwealth Ave type shit. Yeah, right up there. Yeah, I'm on the strip right here. If you can see it, you know where I'm at right here. Yeah, I'm down yonder this way. Had to come up here for a little bit, so I just decided to pop out, you know. As Jake would say, man, you know. Yeah, but shalom. I'll call you later, bro. I'll call you later. But yeah, that's the time we're living in, man. You know, where the Lord is sealing His election and getting them prepared for what's to come. You know, the scripture say prepare for salvation. You know? Have your loins girded about, and be in that right mind, you know, for that time that we're coming to, man. You know, so you gotta be prepared to receive great things, man. To receive the reward of the kingdom. Right, it says 2 Ezra 8 and verse I'm not over there, bro. Yeah, 2 Ezra 8 and verse 30. 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 30. It says, "Take thou no indignation at them which are deemed worse than beasts, but love them that always put their trust in thy righteousness and glory. For we and our fathers do languish of such diseases because of sinners. Thou shalt be called merciful. For if thou hast a desire to have mercy upon us, thou shalt be called merciful to us, namely that have no works of righteousness. But the just, which have many good works laid up with thee, shall out of their own deeds receive reward. It says, the just that have many good works laid up for thee shall out of their own deeds receive reward. That means men that have a strong case of salvation. Right? Because our people, our people have the majority of them have no works, nothing to look forward to, man, or nothing to present before the Lord, man. They present that Christianity, that old wine. When they come before the Lord, they come before the Lord empty-handed, man. You can't come before the Lord empty-handed. You gotta present something, Present your strong reasons, Present your strong case, man. You're gonna present your defense. You better make sure that that's a strong defense, man. A strong case. Oh, so back in Psalms 31. Back in Psalms 31 and verse. Back in Psalms 31 and verse. What was I? 7. It says, "I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble, and thou hast known my soul in adversity. It has not shut me up into the hand of the enemy. Thou hast set my feet in a large room. Have mercy upon me, O Lord, for I am in trouble. My eyes consume with grief, and yet my soul in my belly. For my life is spent with grief, and my years with sighing. My strength faileth because of my iniquity, and my bones are consumed. And I was a reproach among all my enemies, but especially amongst my neighbors, and a fear to mine acquaintances. They that did see me without fled from me, and I am forgotten as a dead man out of mind, and I am like a broken vessel." Yeah, that's our people, man. All right? That's us. "For I have heard the slander of many, fear on every side. While they took counsel together against me, they devised to take away my life. But I trusted in thee, O Lord, and I said, thou art my God. My times are in thine hand. My times are in thy hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies and from them that persecute me." All right? But, hey, why is he going to deliver you, though? Because you got that strong case, man. "Make thyself to shine upon thy servant, and save me for thy mercy's sake. And let me not be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon thee. And let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave. Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things." All right? It says, "Let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things, proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. Oh, how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee." Oh, how great is thy goodness that the Most High has laid up for them that fear him. "Which has wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men." Yeah, the Lord's going to deliver us before the sons of men, man. Before all these people, before all these nations, man. Because we have the strongest case amongst all the nations. Amongst all the people, These nations don't have a seat at the table, man. That's a beautiful thing. The only ones that got the seat at the table is the Israelites, and at this present juncture, the elect. That's the only ones that got a seat at the round table, at the knight's table. Like Arthur and the 12. He had 12 knights. Well, the Lord had 12 disciples and 12 tribes. And 12,000 out of each tribe. And those 12,000 out of each tribe have a strong case, my boy. A strong case, full of faith, You see? That's a different kind of case than a regular individual out there that has no understanding, that has no, the Lord didn't give them the tools. That's why you got to use the tools, like the brother was saying, You got to use the tools. And in doing so, your case will be built up stronger and stronger, to the point where the Lord will come get you, man. As a thief in the night, man. That's how he's gonna come. He's gonna increase you till you made perfect, man. And that's what he's doing. He said, "I will refine them. I will set them in order before thy eyes." That's what he told Esau in Psalms 50. "I will reprove them, and I will set them in order before thy eyes, man. I will correct thee in measure." All right. So it says, I will be glad and rejoice in thy mercy, for thou hast considered my trouble, for thou hast known my soul in adversity, and hast not shut me up into the hand of my enemy, but thou hast set me in a large room. Psalms 31:9. Have mercy upon me, for I am in trouble. My eyes consumed with grief, and my soul in my belly. For my life is spent with grief, and my years with sighing. And my strength hath failed because of my iniquity, and my bones are consumed. And I was a reproach among all my enemies, but especially amongst my neighbors. Hold on. Especially amongst my neighbors. That's especially amongst my own people. We was a reproach, especially amongst our own people. Because our own people are the ones that's going to give us the most hell and most bullshit. The most, your own people. The Lord said what? He came on the scene. Scripture say that he came on the scene, his own received him. Now, in John the 6th chapter, he told you that if another would come in his own name, him you will receive. You know? So it says, and a fear to mine acquaintance, they that did see me without fled from me. I am forgotten as a dead man out of mind. I am like a broken vessel. For I have heard the slander of many. Fear was on every side while they took counsel together against me. They devised to take away my life. But I trusted in thee, O Lord, and I said, thou art my God. My times are in thy hand. Deliver me from the hand of my enemies and from them that persecute me. And make thy face to shine upon thy servant, and save me for thy mercy's sake. And let me not be ashamed, O Lord, for I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave. And let the lying lips be put to silence, which speak grievous things, proudly and contemptuously against the righteous. And how great is thy goodness, which thou hast laid up for them that fear thee, which thou hast wrought for them that trust in thee before the sons of men. Thou shalt what? Hide them in the secret of thy presence from the pride of men. Thou shalt keep them secretly in a pavilion from the strife of tongues. All right? Because what? Those men have a relationship with the Lord, man. Those men have that's why the Lord's going to keep them from the strife of the tongue, man. Because this world is, that's why it says, I think that's Wisdom of Solomon 4, lest that righteous man, his understanding should be altered. All right? Lest deceit shall beguile his soul. Wisdom of Solomon, the 4th chapter, it says, speedily, actually 10th verse says, he's pleased the Most High and was beloved of him, so that the living among sinners, he was translated. He was beamed up. It's talking about the elect. Yes, speedily was he taken away, lest that wickedness should alter his understanding, or deceit beguile his soul. For the bewitching of naughtiness doth obscure things that are honest, and the wandering of concupiscence doth undermine the simple mind. He being made perfect in a short time fulfilled a long time. For his soul pleased the Most High, aka what? He has a strong case. His soul pleased the Most High, that means he has a strong case. Therefore hasted he to take him away from amongst the wicked. For this people saw and they understood it not, neither laid this up in their minds. The people, they look at you, right? They see you out there teaching them. They look at you. You out there doing the work of the Lord, and they just think you some regular nigga, like you just some fly by night guy or whatever. Because they see, but they don't consider. Because even back in the ancient world, the disciples were simple too. The Lord had to give them the understanding. The Lord had to, even the scripture tell you, Job 32, great men are not always wise. Here it is amongst our own people, amongst our own in the faith. They still have a lot to learn. We all have a lot to learn. But you could be staring you right in the face, and you won't see it. That's why it says in Ezekiel 33 and 30 on down, it says that, lo, then shall they know a prophet has been among them. I think that's the 33rd verse. 33 and 33. Lo, then they shall know that a prophet has been amongst them. So it says, this people saw it and understood it not. Wisdom of Solomon 4:15. Neither laid they up in their minds that his grace and mercy is with his saints, and he has respect unto his chosen. Why does he have respect to his chosen? Because he's looking at that CV. He's looking at the track record, man. And he's seeing that. Hey, look at the track record. Look at that track record. Look at the strong case this man's presenting right here. If you're lukewarm, you have a weak case, man. If you take breaks, year-long breaks. You keep taking breaks. You leave the truth for some months, then you come back, then you take more breaks. And look, man, you're not a man of the Lord, man. Your case is weak. Your case is very weak before the Father. Okay? But you making all kind of excuses why I can't do the work. Look, man. Look, there's no excuse. This is life or death, man. Okay? Opportunity of a lifetime, you know, you will be taking it, you know. They gave you an opportunity to be some type of, I don't know, work for the president or some shit. These niggas would jump off the bridge to be the assistant of, you know, Beyonce or some shit. I don't know what the hell these people aspire to be. Some type of actor or something, you know, to make, you know, 20 million a year or something. Them niggas would jump at the opportunity, you know. But here it is for the Lord. You got no time. You know? For the Lord, I can take off. We work for the highest authority, man. The highest office. You know. That's why it says in Sirach the 32nd chapter, thou shalt receive a crown for the well ordering of thy feast, man. When thou hast finished all thy office, when thou hast done all thy office. This is what it says in the second verse. Sirach 32:2. When thou hast done all thy office, thou shalt receive a crown for the well ordering of thy feast, man. Of what? The Lord's feast. Because here it is, the Most High is setting us up. It says in 1 Peter the 5th chapter, he said, take oversight over the flock, right? Not by constraint, willingly, not for filthy lucre's sake, right? It says, that's the feast. The flock is the feast. They're eating. Every time they're watching your lessons, are they watching they're watching, they're getting spiritually fed. So that's a feast. You know, Lord said, call a fast, you know, call a solemn assembly. The solemn assembly is the truth, where, you know, the Passover. The Passover, here it is, you eating, right? It's not a lamb dinner, but it's you're still eating, you're partaking of the body, right? So here it is, we're in a solemn assembly in this truth bars. You know? Where we're eating of the lamb every day, you know. That's why Scripture say, if a man strive for the mastery, he must strive lawfully. You know, you in that feast, you know, in that feast you got to eat in the proper fashion with etiquette, you know, with you know, using your utensils, respecting your elders. Asking for the pass me the mashed potatoes in a respectful fashion. You know, you eating at the table. You got your shirt tucked in, your napkin. You're using your utensils. You pray before you eat. You wash your hands. You know, you make clean the inside and the outside of the cup, man. You gotta get up. you do so with etiquette. That's what it means to strive lawfully for the mastery. You know, a man's not crowned unless it's the doctrine. You're not. If you switch up the doctrine, you're not eating at the table with manners, man. You're over there disrespecting the little ones, man. You're over there being a demon. That's disrespecting the wedding guests, the guests of the feast, man. You know, because here it is, the guests of the feast are also partaking in the Lord's sacrifice or the Lord's food, you know. And here it is, you over there shitting on them and doing all this stuff. You're not allowing the building of the feast, man. Because in the feast, you sit down and eat, you build with one another. The scripture says in Malachi 3 and 17, it says, a book of remembrance open unto them. They that fear the Lord spake often one to another. That's what happens at a banquet, you know, at a feast. At the feast, y'all eat, y'all parlay. Here it is, a nigga just causing breakfast. That's why the Lord said, cast out the scorner and contention shall cease, man. The Lord is casting out all the scorners, man. And the contention is ceasing. See? The Lord cast out the scorners and contention is ceasing. Because the scorners, their case of salvation is weak as hell, man. All right? But the Lord said he'll make a man more precious fire and gold, meaning he'll strengthen that man and make his case strong, bro. All right? But anyways, with that, let me read Isaiah 41, and I'll close with that. Isaiah 41 and verse 18, it says, oh no, not 18, 12. 21. It says, produce your cause, save the Most High. Yahweh Bashim Yashai, bring forth your strong reason and save the King of Jacob. Let them bring them forth and show us what shall happen, and let them show the former things what they be, that we may consider them and know the latter end of them, or declare us the things that shall come. All right, so the Lord said, Isaiah 42:9, he'll before the things spring forth, I tell you them. All right, so the Lord already spoke about his man coming in the last days, that will be presenting this truth to the people, that will be presenting the coming of our Lord before he comes, and that will also be presenting their strong case of salvation before the throne of the Lamb and his anointing, So with that, I say call halayim la Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem B'Kar Kodesh. All right, them to our teachers, apostles, elders, and peace salutation unto you elect brethren out there, man, and you few women, that believe, man, that's in order. Because your cases are strong as well. If you keep yourself under submission to the Israelite man right here on this sign right here, because that's your whole duty. Our duty is to be in submission to the Most High, and your duty is to be with the Lord's men, with the Israelites, man. That's your job. And if you don't do that, then the Most High gonna leave you out here with Esau ass, man. You could be. You see how they. You see how much power they got when the world to come. All right, but anyways, everything gonna go back to our dominion. As the scripture say here, all things gonna come under our feet. I'm starting with the Lord Yahweh Shai, man. All right, so with that, shalom.